to finalize the last two inductions of the night, but I want to just tell one little quick story about this guy, CJ Hobgood. So I was a marketing director at Rusty, and I stole the boys away from duels. I remember he was pissed at me for quite some time. And so the boys came over to Rusty, and we were lucky enough at that time, I had friendship with Jerry Lopez to get the Pipeline House for 5 winters. So these guys were 15, 16 years old living at Pipeline every winter for 2 or 3 months. And of course, they evolved into the surfers they became. And it was time for a new contract. And Rusty, you know, I was the guy that had to negotiate the contracts, and I had these contracts with incentive bonuses. And on the bonuses for both the boys, it had, if you win a world title, you're going to get a $25,000 bonus. And back in those days, I had a lot of money. And I go to Rusty, he looks through all the other numbers. We're going to pay him handsomely besides the bonus. And he looked down at that $25,000 bonus and he went, "It'll never happen." One of my greatest pieces of memorabilia, I have that contract framed with the cover of CJ signed. It's one of my greatest pieces of memorabilia, and Rusty had to write him that $25,000 check.
It is. Yeah, I think I actually forgot about it, PT, and you reminded me. I was like, whoa. But unlike PT introducing people 2 and 3 times, I've never done this before. So thanks to the East Coast Surfing Hall of Fame for having me, and congratulate all you guys. Wow, it's pretty sick. So hey, we got 2 surfers left, and yeah, I asked. I was like, hey, can I really look up to these guys? And one thing that popped into my mind real quick was like, I was when I thought about these 2 guys, I was really grateful that social media wasn't prevalent when these guys were growing up. There's something about the mystery of the world and things and surfing that I was like, for this first surfer, I feel like Todd was like a mystery for me. Like, oh man, like his style, I mean, you could see from like 2 miles away. And I remember, like PT was saying, staying at the Pipe House and stuff. I remember just eavesdropping in on conversations that Todd was having, and he would just be like, "Man, I wonder what the biggest backdoor wave you could ride. Like, what's like?" He would always just be thinking like, and I was like, in my head, I was like, "Man, this guy dreams different. Like, my dreams are, you know, how could I win this next contest?" And this guy was always just would blow my way with like how he dreamed, and I was just. And then of course he rides the biggest, craziest wave at Mexican Pipeline backdoor. But it's not one thing to ride a big wave. It's one thing to like ride it to the best of its ability with style and everything. And you would just never hear that from him, obviously. But and he always helped out a lot of surfers with their bodies and like, "Oh, I'm mangled. Who do you need?" So it was so much more than that. But yeah, so. It is with my honor and loving respect to have Todd Morcom into the Surfing Hall of Fame. And play the video.
Meet Todd Morcom, 1990 U.S. men's champion. But he chose to walk away from competition to pursue the giant waves at Puerto Escondido, Mexico, and beyond. Over the years, he excelled at toe-in and step-off surfing in big surf. But Morcom was always called to come back and paddle into the monsters. His epic barrel on one of the largest waves ever at Puerto was captured on a clip scene around the world and honored as Tube Ride of the Year at the XXL Awards. But big wave surfing has a cruel side, which Morcom discovered in 2013 when a brutal wipeout in massive surf left him with a lower leg break so bad he feared he'd lose the leg. Through surgery, yoga, and a long rehab, he recovered with a fierce spirit, reminding us all, we're here to thrive, not survive. Congratulations to Todd Morcom, 2026 East Coast Surfing Hall of Fame inductee.
Hello, everyone. Got a little speech. It'll be under 3 minutes, I promise. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. Congratulations to all the inductees. I'm humbled to be presented. It's an honor and a privilege to be inducted into the East Coast Hall of Fame with all those who I looked up to and all of my peers and friends that inspired and supported me on this beautiful journey. I'm extremely grateful for the unconditional love and opportunities that my family has allowed for me to pursue my passions. I'm grateful for all the friendships and incredible trips around the world doing something I've always loved. Surfing on its own was always the gift, and to be able to share that represents such a joyous experience, allowing me to feel life living through me. The incredible sport truly is a gift. This incredible sport truly is a gift. From all the beautiful life lessons from soul surfing, competitive surfing, and big wave riding, these experiences, these lessons have assisted me in remembering who I am. Thank you. And a special thanks to Pete Dooley and Rich Price making my first surfboards. Thanks a lot.